Okay, let's look at next section. If you have any question, you can ask.
Could you go over, I think it was one of the last questions on the quiz?
The last question on the quiz.
Yeah.
So the quiz was based on the last question, simplified. Use the denominator as not equals to 0. So the denominator is here as not equals to 0.
Yeah.
So how do you simplify this? So we have 5 raised to 4 and we have 5, the 4th root of 5r raised to 4 all over the 4th root of 8r squared. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
So the first step is like what we use.
I can't really see what's going on.
Okay, let me stop sharing.
Sorry.
Okay, you can see now.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see.
All right, so using you remember this. So if you have a raised over the root of b, this is similar to a all over b, right?
Yeah.
So when you come here, then actually this is the same as 5, the root of what? 5, the 4th root of 5 raised to 4 all over 8 r raised to 2, right? Then now you can simplify this. So so this is similar to 5, the 4th root of 5 all over 8, and then r. So when you bring the r, what do you get? You get 3, right?
Once you get to,
You get 2. So looking at this, are you able to simplify further? Are you? Because you don't have any power of, because 8 is 2. Are you guys seeing this one?
Mhm.
Is it clear?
No,
It's a little blurry.
yeah, it's blank.
Oh.
Maybe too much. Can you go the other direction?
Okay, let me see. Zoom. Oh,
That's pretty. I can see it. Oh, there you go.
oh. It's not coming out. So, exit this. So we wait for it to go away.
There you go.
Okay.
Nice.
There we go.
Is it now? Oh, going back. Oh, it's clear.
It's
Oh,
clear.
it's clear.
Oh, okay. So if you look at this, are you able to simplify further? You cannot, right?
Mhm.
Because there is nothing else here, which is because the below one is 2 raised to what? 3. Up one is 5 r squared. So you cannot be able to simplify further.
Yeah.
You are not able to simplify further. So you just leave it like that. You just leave it like that. Okay, so any other question? So now let's look at section 8.6, and this is solving radical equations. Solving radical equations. Now, the ones which we were doing like last week were radical expressions. Now, when you introduce the sign, they become the radical equations. So they become the radical equations. So there are some steps which you need to do when you're solving this. So one of them is you isolate the radical on one side of the equation of the equation. So you isolate the radical on one side of the equation. Number two, you now raise both sides of equation to the power of the index, to the power of the index. And then number three, solve the new equation. You now solve the new equation. Then after finishing that, then you come now and check the answer. Check answer in original equation. you now check the answer is the original equation. So those are the steps that you need to do when you're solving the quadratic, the radical equation. So first of all, you isolate the radical. So the ones which are having the radical, you put it on one side, and then the other ones you put it on the other side. And then now you raise both sides of the equation to the power of the index. To the power of the index. And then lastly, for this one, solve the new equation. And then check the original equation. Original equation. So example number 1. We have this example number 1. Solve n plus 3 raised to 1 all over 4 equals to 3. N plus 3 raised to 1 all over 4 equals to 3. So this is a radical, which is what? The cube root of the fourth root of what? N plus what?
N plus
3. Now using the steps, so the first step was isolate the radical. So we this one is already isolated. Now what do you do? The next step, you raise by what?
1/4.
You raise by the power. You multiply by the index, the power of the index. So, and this one is 4. So you now multiply by 4 here. What you do here, in one side, you also do it
By 4.
in the other side. So this one is, you now multiply this one by 4. What you do here, you do it also in the other side. And then now you form a new equation. So it forms a new equation. So here, what do you get? You get n plus 3 equals to what? 3 raised to what? 3 raised to 4. N plus 3 equals to 3 raised to 4.
So 1 4 and 4, they cancel each other out, right?
Yeah, so the powers using the properties of what we did last time. So what do you do if you are raising to the power and then you raise again to the power? You multiply the what? The powers there. So 1 over 4 by 4, you get what? 1. So n plus 3
So-
equals.
So on the 3, you're not multiplying it by 4, you're raising it to the 4th power.
Yeah, you're raising it, or you are multiplying it. So it's the same as raising or you multiply. So you multiply. So when you open these brackets, then it is this one.
Right, but on the 3, it would not be 3 times like 12, it'd be 3 to the 4th power, is what I meant.
Oh, again, it's raising it to
Okay.
4. Yeah,
That's what
you're
it's-
not multiplying.
Okay.
Yeah, you raise it to 4. So here, what do you get? So you get n plus 3 equals to what? 81, right? So 10 equals to what? 70? 78. N equals to 78. So again, those are the 3 steps. So this is the new equation. Then the last step is what? Go and check if the answer is correct using it in the original. So our original equation was n plus 3 raised to 1 over 4 equals to what? Equals to 3. So n is 78. So 78 plus 3 raised to 1 over 4. Is it equals to 3?
Yeah.
So because this one is 81 raised to what? 1 over 4 equals to 3. So it is raised to what? It is raised, it is the same. So example number 2. 2z minus 12, all this raised to 1 over 3 minus 10 equals to minus 12. So 2z minus 12 raised to 1 over 3 minus 10 equals to this. Now, the first step was what? Isolate the one. So you need to isolate this. So you need to put this one on one side and then the other ones on the other side. So you add both sides by what? 10, right? So the first step is 2z minus 12 raised to 1 over 3 equals to what? Minus 10 plus what? Minus 12 plus 10. Minus 12 plus 10. So you get 2z minus 12 raised to 1 over 3 equals to what? Negative 2. Equals to negative 2. So step number 2. You now raised by this power. So multiply by 3, and then again raise to 3 then. So this one multiply by 3, and then this one raised to 3. So you get 2z minus 12 equals to minus 2 raised to 3. So you should remember that this one is minus 2 raised to what? 3. Minus 2 raised to 3. Minus 2 raised to 3. So minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2 is what? Negative 8. So 2z minus 12 equals to negative 8. Equals to negative 8. Now take the 12 to the other side. 2z equals to negative 8 plus what? Plus 12. 2z equals to
4.
Equals to 4. So z equals to 2. So z equals to 2. So the last step is now use this one in the original. 2 by 2 minus 12 raised to 1 all over 3 minus 10. Is it equals to minus 12? Is it equals to minus 12? So here we have what? 4 minus 12 raised to what? 1 over 3 minus 10. Is it equals to minus 12?
Yeah.
So 4 minus 3 is what?
It's 8, right? Minus 12.
Negative 8, right? Raised to 1 over 3 minus 10. Is it equals to minus 12? So the cube root of negative 8 is negative 2. So negative 2 minus 10 equals to negative 12. So and that is correct. Okay, another example. Another example is this. So solve the fourth root of x minus 4 plus 7 equals to 5.
You can pull it down a little bit.
Equals to 5. So this is just, so step number 1, check minus 7 side. So the fourth root of x minus 4 equals to minus what? Minus 2. Equals to minus 2. So this is similar to x minus 4 raised to 1 over 4 equals to what? Minus 2. Equals to minus 2. Equals to minus 2. So what do you do there? You raise to what?
4.
4. So raise to 4, raise to 4 then. So x minus 4 equals to, so minus 2 raised to 4 is,
16.
minus 2 raised to 4 is, so minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2. So this is 4. This is 4. So this is equals to what?
16.
16. So it is equals to 16. Okay, so x equals to what?
20.
20. X equals to 20. So you go back, check whether this is correct. Check whether this one is correct. Okay, take it back there. So the fourth root of 20 minus 4 has 7. Is it equals to 5? Is it equals to 5? So 20 minus 4 is what?
16.
16. 20 minus 4 is 16.
Which the 4 through 16 is 4. Oh no, it's 2, right?
Yeah, so 16. The fourth root of 16 is what?
2.
So 2 plus 7, is it equals to 5?
No.
So it is not, right? So it is not equals to 5. It is not equals to 5. You see how tricky it is? So if it is not equals to 5, so that means in your Newton, you just put it,
No solution.
no solution, or empty.
So you actually have to check it.
Yeah, you see how you need to check it.
Why?
Because if you look at this one, this is minus.
How does, that's just, it's funny to me that.
But this one again is crazy because if you find the fourth root of 16, it should be plus or minus. You see? Because this one is even. So if it is minus, then
Yeah, because if it was -2.
so minus 2 plus 7 is
5.
5. If it is plus, then
It doesn't.
it doesn't. So therefore, there is no solution.
Didn't we like have a rule where it says if it's an even and the square root of like it's
So we say
should be
that.
like the absolute value.
So
right?
we say, yeah, it should be the absolute value. So it should be the absolute value. So basically, we are taking the absolute value here,
Right. Which is always positive.
which is always positive. So 2 plus 7.
So, what I'm getting here,
I think I made a mistake in your the
That
notes.
absolute value be the plus or the minus though.
There is a
Because
mistake.
if you take it out of the absolute value, it's now positive.
There is a mistake that I made in your notes. So
Oh. So it's you.
you go and correct it. So this is minus 4. So when you take it to the other side, is what? Plus 4, which is 20 there.
oh,
So which is 20. So yeah, I even made a mistake. But so now this one will be the fourth root of 20 minus 4
Yeah.
plus 7. Is it equals to 5?
No.
Which is not. So there is no solution. There is no solution.
I don't know why you just make it wrong.
So make sure you check your answer because you can really make a great mistake. Especially to the even and the negative.
I'm glad you just showed us that it doesn't work because
So even the next example there
I really wasn't into changing.
is the same. So let me show you. So I have an example here again. 2a plus 12 raised to 1 over 4 equals to minus 2. So again, the same thing. So when you raise to 4 there, so you get 2a plus 12 equals to minus 2 square, which is equals to what?
60.
16. So 2a plus 12 equal. So 2a equals to what? 4. So a equals to 2. Take it back. So take it back. So if you take it back, then it will be 4 plus 12 raised to 1 over 4. Is it equals to minus 2?
No.
No. So it is not equals to minus 2.
These are too tricky.
So it is not equals to minus 2.
And so when it's not equal, there's just no solution? Is that what you?
Yeah, so you put no solution or you put the empty sign there.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. All right, another example. The square root of minus 26a plus 12 plus a equals to 6. Equals to 6. Square root of minus 26a plus 12 plus a equals to 6. So step number 1, you take a to the other side. So you get the square root of minus 26a plus 12 equals to 6 minus 1. 6 minus a. Then what do? You square, right?
Mhm.
You square. So minus 26a plus 12 equals to 6 minus a square. 6 minus a square. So when you open these brackets, what do you get? So minus 26a plus 12 equals to what? 36 minus 2a plus what?
A squared.
Plus 12a plus a squared, right?
Where do you get the 12 from again?
So when you square 6 minus a, what do you get?
Six
So
of those.
6 minus a times 6 minus a.
36.
So this is 36. This and this is minus 6a. This and this is minus 6a. This and this is plus a squared. So you get that. I know you could be like 36 minus a squared. You could have done something like that, right?
Yeah.
But it's very wrong.
That's 9.
This one is very wrong. Yeah, you don't do something like that. So you need to expand this.
That's not 5 fingers now.
So you need to expand. So you expand this one. So this is it forms a quadratic expression. Now, so we now come back here and then we do what? We collect the like terms.
Mhm.
So you take this one to the other side. So if you take minus 26 to the other side, it becomes what? 26 plus 26, right? So minus 12 plus 26
Is 14.
14.
14. So we have a square plus 14a. And this one is 36 minus 12. So you take this to the other side.
24.
You get what? 24, right?
Mhm.
So plus 24 equals to 0. So it forms a quadratic equation. So you have a new equation here. Now solve this. So of course you will get two solutions.
Mhm.
So what is A? So the product is 24, the sum is 14. So what are the two numbers?
Mm,
12 and 2.
So if we have 12 and 2, so it will be a square plus 12a plus 2a plus 24 equals to 0. So a plus 12 plus 2, a plus 12 equals to 0. So a equals to minus 2 or minus what? Minus 12. So a equals to minus 2 or minus 12. So you have two solutions there. So you need to go back now and prove. So you need to go back to the original solution and prove which one is the solution. Which one is giving us the solution between minus 2 and that. So which one is giving us a solution? So we have a equals to minus 2 and a is also equals to minus 12. And our original solution is what? Minus 26a plus 12 plus a equals to 6 plus, yeah. Okay. So when a is minus 2, let's try. So minus 2. So it will be the square root of, so minus 2 by 26 is
40.
50,
Mm.
52, right?
Yeah.
So 52 plus 12. This is minus 2. So minus 2 equals to 6. Is it equals to 6?
Probably.
So 52 plus 12 is
64.
64. So 64, square root of 64 is what? 8. So 8 minus 2 is
Oh, it is.
6. So the one for minus 2 is okay. Okay, let's do for 12. So the square root of 26 minus 26 multiplied by minus 12 plus 12 minus 12. Is it giving us 6? So 26 times 12 is what? Using your calculator, 26 times 12.
312.
So 312. 312 plus 12.
324.
324. The square root of 324 is what?
18.
18. 18 minus 12.
It works too.
So both of them are giving us the solution.
Wow.
So both of them are giving us the solution. So that means A is minus 2 or minus 12.
Will Newton want both?
What's that?
Will Newton want both or one or the other?
Of course, it will need both of them. So you separate it with a comma. So
Okay.
you 2 and then a comma minus 12. Okay, so okay, I have another example here.
Let's see it.
The root of minus 11c plus 12 equals to minus c. The root of minus 11c plus 12 equals to minus t. So the first step is okay. So the next step is now use raised to the power. So minus 11c plus 12 equals to what? So this will be minus c. So it will be c squared. C squared. So you take this the terms to the other side. So you get c squared plus 11c minus what? Minus 12 equals to 0. So you
What?
take
Wouldn't it be minus 11C?
you take this one here.
Oh, you did that
Minus
way.
11. Take this one here. Minus.
But, so you had minus C, right?
No,
No, the very first, right?
yeah, it was minus c when you square.
When you
When
square.
you square minus c, what do you get?
C squared.
Yeah.
C squared. You get c squared. Okay, so the product is minus 12, the sum is 11. What are the two numbers? So is it 12 minus 1, right?
Yeah.
So c squared plus 12c minus c minus 12 equals to 0. So c plus 12 minus 1, c plus 12 equals to 0. So c equals to 1 or c equals minus 12. C equals to 1 or c equals to minus 12. Okay, prove whether we have the answers there. So if you start from you start from 1. So the square root of c is 1. So let's see. So it will be minus 11 plus 12. Is it equals to minus 1? Because c is 1. Right? Is it equals to minus 1? Of course it will not. Right? Because, of course, this one is minus, so this is 1, right? So 1, the square root of 1 is what? Is 1. Is it equals to minus 1?
No.
So it is not. So this one is not. The next one is minus 12. So minus 12, also the square root of minus 11 times minus 12 plus 12. Is it equals to 12? Because c is minus, and you're given c there as minus 12. So when you put it back there, so minus 12 times minus 12. No, minus 12 times.
Minus 1.
Yeah, so it will be like you're replacing c, and c is minus 12, and there was minus there. So it will just be 12. So minus 11 times minus 12, what do you get? Plus 12.
132.
What do you get?
132.
132. 132 plus 12.
144.
144. What is the square root of 144? 12. So our c equals to minus 12.
So you were saying that when you put the minus 12 in for the minus C, it becomes positive, right?
Yeah, because we know c is minus 12, and c over here is minus.
Yeah, okay.
So when you put it back, it becomes minus 12.
So that's,
So this will be 12.
all right.
Okay, so let's do the last example in the next 10 minutes. Next 10 minutes. Okay, so you can try this one before we do it. Minus 4u minus 3 equals to minus u. The square root of minus 4u minus 3 equals to minus u.
Would you mind scooting that down a little bit? Thank you.
So what are you getting?
They both work.
One of them, huh? Okay, so it will be minus 4u minus 3 equals what? U squared. U squared. Check all of them. So u squared plus 4u plus 3 equals to 0. So u squared plus u plus 3u plus 3 equals to, so u plus 1 plus 3 u plus 1 equals to 0. So u equals to minus 3 or u equals to minus 1. Minus 1. Take it back. So what are you getting? Minus 4 minus 3 minus 3 is it equals to 3.
Yes.
So this is the square root of what? 12 minus 3, right? Equals to 3. So it is correct because 12 minus 3 is 9. Okay. The other one. The square root of minus 4 times minus 1 minus 3 is it equals to 1.
Yes.
So this is 4 minus 3 is the square root of 1 equals to 1. So both of them are agreed. So both of them. Are you okay?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, I think I have it confused in my mind, but when you did the two numbers, right?
Yeah.
So you want them to add together to equal 4 and then multiply together to equal 3?
Yeah, because looking at this solution, u is minus 3. So when you take back u here,
Yeah,
so and you remember this is minus, so minus 3. What do you get? 3, right?
yeah,
And then this u is 1. So minus 1. So minus 1. You get what? 1. So when you come and check, it should be agreeing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay?
Yeah. Did you, this is gonna sound really stupid, but, so you see the part where it's u squared plus u plus 3u plus 3,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And the part before that, remember when we learned about that, how it's like,
Yeah, so the product is
it's 3.
3.
Yeah,
What are the two numbers?
so it's gotta be 3 and 1.
3 and 1, right?
So 3 times 1 equals 3, 3 plus 1 equals 4.
Yeah. So and the sum is 4, right?
I have it mixed up in my head.
So the product is 3 and the sum is 4. So what are the two numbers in it? The product is 3 and the sum is 4. So 1 and 3, right?
Yeah.
So 1 times 3 is 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. So you bring them here. So u square plus u, you see this? 3u plus u is what?
4.
4 equals to 0.
All right, I just had it backwards.
Yeah. All right, so if you don't have any other questions, then we can meet on Friday. Did you finish your homework? Yeah, quiz.
I went the other night
The deadline is tonight,
for the homework.
the quiz.
Oh, the quiz, okay. And I looked at the homework. Did you not back the homework out yet to be able to redo it?
I will put it today.
Because it was last night or the night before, and it had stuff on it.
Yeah, I will do it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, see you guys.